ATM is a joint stock company producing parts for low and high pressure pipelines that are used for nuclear and thermal power stations, as well as in oil and gas enterprises. In the early 2000s, energy production in Russia went through a major change. The country's government enacted a program aimed at modernizing the industry and implementing innovative solutions in nuclear power production. There was, therefore, a need for new products setting a new quality level. The equipment produced by ATM adheres to the highest international standards. Starting in 2008, ATM has been part of Atomtruboprovodmontazh, which is a division of Rosatom responsible for mechanical engineering. Originally, in 2006, the company was created with a view to consolidate a loose group of production sites. We needed a reliable enterprise ready to face the most difficult challenges. Back then, ATM was one of Atomtruboprovodmontazh's partners responsible for providing pipelines for the new Rostov nuclear power plant. After some negotiating, the shareholders of ATM decided to sell the controlling interest to Atomtruboprovodmontazh. This way, we were integrated into Rosatom and turned a new page in our history. There was a decision made in 2016 to aggregate the previously disconnected production sites of ATM in one place, which was Volgodonsk in the Rostov region. The new joint site is situated on the premises of the Atomtruboprovodmontazh plant. It occupies 23,000 square meters with more than 100 production units. Productivity increased as both components and workers had to travel much shorter routes with no round trips, loops, or crossways. That naturally led to a decrease in costs. There are quite a few upsides to having two production sites under one roof. Electricity is twice as cheap because we buy it directly from the power company, and this affects the costs. ATM has a research and development department that stays in close touch with research institutions all over the country. We have managed to reduce production time, open new facilities, and broaden the product range. We have also developed a unique way of producing tees for low and high pressure pipes. Our tees don't have welds, which makes them much more reliable. Apart from welded parts, we also produce weldless joints using cold pressing. Currently, Rosatom pays a lot of attention to the safety of new power plants. We need to develop new technical procedures and production guidelines. There is a demand for weldless corrosion-resistant pipe components larger than 325 mm in diameter. Using weldless bypasses, tees, and joints leads to safer power plants that require less time for maintenance. We at ATM use both Russian and foreign components that are subject to a scrupulous incoming inspection. Our specialists assess the quality of source materials, after which they are transported to the pre-machining operation for cutting, trimming, and marking. Then, the blanks undergo mechanical processing depending on the end product. Mechanically processed blanks are transported to the assembly line, then to the welding site, where they take their final form of what we call a block. After that, they're cleaned, washed, and packed. Welding pipe components from austenitic steel produces a number of hazardous substances, mostly gases. Modern vents installed in welding sites allow us to minimize the health risks. According to tech guidelines, some components need to go through annealing, normalization, tempering, and austenitizing. For these, we use high-temperature electric furnaces. Some processes require a whole team of specialists working together. The machines developed by the company's R&D are operated by teams producing pipe components ranging from 10 up to 1020 millimeters in diameter. Shop floor engineers mark the bend, the arc, and the straight section of the pipe according to the blueprints. In the bending machine, the pipe is exposed to high-frequency voltages that cause it to bend. We have developed 4 tube benders for up to 159 millimeters, up to 325 millimeters, up to 530 millimeters, and up to 1020 millimeters in diameter. Quality control is a crucial stage of production. Finished units and wells are controlled using visual, measuring, X-ray, hydraulic, ultrasound, and capillary techniques. During a bend, the inner wall of the pipe gets thicker and the outer wall thins out. This is regulated by technical guidelines and controlled by ultrasound. Our location allows us to ship our products worldwide, by car, by train, or by water. Originally, we were focused on the Russian market, but in 2017, we started selling internationally by providing pipes for a nuclear power plant in Belarus. Today, more than 80% of our future shipments are scheduled to go abroad to countries like Turkey, India, Bangladesh, Finland, and many more. Over the past 2 years, we've done a lot in the way of perfecting and optimizing our operations. We have accumulated all the processes on one site and gained a foothold for further diversification. Our short-term goal is to expand our portfolio in gas and thermal energy sector. We have both ambition and potential to successfully complete projects of any scale.